Hey Facebook gang, this is Bob. Positive session number 9, brought to you by George Belcher. George and I go way, way back to the high school days, and we have flip-flopped teacher and student roles innumerable times. But back in the day, George and I were roommates at Indiana University Bloomington, and I had engaged in this project or experiment. It was one fork, one knife, one spoon, one plate, one bowl, one cup. And the process was meant to exercise mindfulness, to realize the excess that we have around us every day, and to participate in sort of mundane, everyday activities. That being, if I only have one utensil, one plate, then every meal I have is a mindful experiment in enjoying that meal and then washing my utensils and plates after the fact. And wasn't always successful, but part of the process was just engaging with and being aware of that process every single time. Every time I would finish a meal, to go and wash it, and to rely on the one thing that I had to hold that or to use and get it into my body. So Georgia, in my outreach for topics or things to talk about, Georgia mentioned, the celebration of mundane, everyday activities. We get so distracted with our phones, with the thing that I'm holding in my hand right now to record this. But the idea of being mindful in every moment, that mindfulness and that availability of experiences around us at all times, to be able to stop with the distractions and allow us to be focused and immersed in what's happening around us in the here and now. That might be engaging in conversations with complete strangers. I travel often, as does George, to be able to have a really neat conversation with somebody on an airline or at a bar in the airport or at the grocery store or any place else that you find yourself amongst people that are all trying to be happy, just like you and I. We have the same experience of suffering. We have the same experience of desire for happiness. And if you're really present, you can actually be that happiness in someone's life. You can take an interest in what's going on with them, or take an interest in the everyday things that you have to do. In Zen Buddhism, there's a phrase called chop wood, carry water, that when you're chopping wood, be chopping wood. When you're in the process of chopping wood for your fuel or for whatever reason, that your mind isn't someplace else and you're not carrying water in your mind as you're chopping the wood, or vice versa, as you carry water to sustain your family or to wash your clothes or what have you, that your mind isn't on chopping wood, on the next thing that you need to do, to be fully present and immersed in whatever activity is that you're doing. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to find the small moments in life where you can be completely present and enjoy what's going on around you, whether that's sitting at the beach, enjoying a cigar, or the other things that seem like drudgery or work. Maybe it's washing clothes, maybe it's prepping meals for your kids. It might be the drive with your kids to school. Take pleasure in those moments, and maybe think for a moment just about what's available to you in the right here and now, rather than the anxiety of the future or the regret of the past. Be in that present moment and do that with each other, especially those who you found are of like mind. Really engage in those moments, be present with them. Love one another and inspire and teach each other every day. I look forward to talking to all of you the next time, and I look forward to any more suggestions that you all might have about what you might want to hear about over the next 350 days. Love you all. Have a great day.